everyone, my name is Victor, and today I'll be reviewing Ready Player One, the new film by independent director Steven Spielberg.
Konnichiwa, Steven Spielberg des.
So the story goes like this. When the creator of a virtual reality world called the Oasis dies, he releases a video in which he challenges all Oasis players to find his Easter egg, which will give the finder his fortune. So we follow the main character, Wade. He lives in Columbus, Ohio. He plays the game like everyone else does in the world, and he comes across the message that the creator leaves behind, and we follow him as he goes on a quest to find the 3 keys that are laid around the Oasis, and that's where the adventure begins. So I was able to see this movie early thanks to Warner Bros., and now that I've had a couple of days to really think about the film, I can confidently say that I really enjoyed it. There was a few minor things that I, didn't care for, but overall, I found this to be a great time. It was a lot of fun, has a good message, it has heart, and I think a lot of people are going to find this to be a exciting experience. So the goal of our main character is to find these 3 keys that are laid across the Oasis. And the Oasis is this MMORPG virtual reality game where you're able to create an avatar, get loot, level up, make friends. It's a gamer's fantasy, basically. And we follow him and his friends as they go and try to find these keys. Then there's this corporation called IOI, and it's led by Ben Mendelsohn, who's known as Sorrento in the film. And what they're trying to do is take control of the game and add more business-oriented things to the game, like ads, microtransactions, basically, and take the fun away from it that the creator originally wanted. He wanted it to just be a fun game people could play and have fun, but these other guys, this corporation, is trying to kind of diminish that in a way. So that's kind of the main obstacle in the film. And overall, it's fine for what it is. It wasn't all too original, but I think for the world that this film takes place in, it's appropriate. It makes sense. The special effects, they're really good. There's a sequence early on in the film. It's a racing scene that I really enjoyed, and the special effects there are just awesome. It's very busy. There's a lot going on, but it just does not hold back, and it was one of my favorite sequences in the movie. The acting, the main cast, Ty Sheridan, Olivia Cook, Ben Mendelsohn, and the supporting cast are great. There's nothing that stood out really to me, but in the world that they were in, they felt totally appropriate, and they worked really well for me. I was surprised too about a lot of the hate this movie was getting when the trailer was released, and I didn't really understand it. I didn't really understand the hate it was getting. People were saying it was kind of pandering towards the nostalgia people feel towards the 80s and gamers and their Ataris and whatnot, and I don't really see what the issue is. Yes, it does have a lot of references to the 80s and things people enjoyed in their childhood, but I think that makes it all the more enjoyable. I think having those references and those characters that we loved, either be Master Chief or RoboCop, or these characters are part of people's childhood, and to have them in this movie where they're all kind of together in this big game, I thought it was really cool. I don't know, I was nerding out. Seeing all these characters together was just kind of a cool thing. So I didn't get what all the hate was about when people haven't even seen the movie yet. That's what's annoying, is people haven't seen the movie yet, and they're criticizing it from the trailer, which is nothing new. People do it all the time, but, it's a Steven Spielberg film. Have a little faith. Yes, a light just turned on. So there wasn't really much in the movie I didn't like. Like I said, the script is somewhat cliche, but it wasn't really an issue for me. It felt appropriate. It was fine. It didn't delve too much into the world itself, which I wish it had. There are some things I don't completely understand, like why does literally everyone play this game? Even in these really poor areas, people have headsets. And I don't know. Certain things I didn't understand because it wasn't explained, but it's not a huge issue. T.J. Miller, who voices one of the antagonists in the film, I could have done without. He's definitely the comedic relief in a way. He plays this kind of badass character with a skull on his chest, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a little, it seems just feels a little forced. Like, oh, it's T.J. Miller. He has to be funny. Like, no, he does not have to, but whatever. But overall, I'm pleasantly surprised with the film. All around really enjoyable. And I'm going to be definitely seeing it again when it comes out March 29. I believe most people will like this film. You know, there's something for everyone. And take a few buddies to go see it. Go along with the ride. It's definitely exciting and fun. There's a good message behind it. It has a heart like most Spielberg films do. Definitely very sentimental and focuses on that nostalgia that a lot of people feel and that we kind of obsess over. And it has a good message about the connected world we live in, and it has some very relevant messages today about the online world that we are so connected to. And it has some good things to say. So overall, I really enjoyed the film. I think you should go check it out. If you don't like it, comment below, let me know, and we'll see you next time. Farewell.